And I'm back. We're dreaming. We Totodile boys. Hell yeah. Isn't this like a carnivore? I can't remember. It's been so long since I played this game. Like, I'm 19 now, and I think I was like 9 when I first played this game. Better check the mailbox. Yeet. When I lost the recording footage, it was a Psyduck and oh man, what was it? I do not remember, but it was on a Trico, and so I keep thinking it's going to be something else. But the first time playing this, I was Cubone, and I think I had a Totodile partner actually, so it's weird being the Totodile, I guess. Yeah, I remember this point. Gulpin. Gulpin is a freaking legend. If you want to see a good Gulpin, Team 4-Star has a great Nuzlocke of, what was it, Emerald? I think they played Emerald. Team 4-Star, TFS plays. Let's keep going, bud. But they had a great Nuzlocke of Emerald. I think that they named the main character Makubi, something like that. Had a Gulpin. Yeah, called it My Ex, became a Swalot. I think that's what the evolved form's called. I haven't, not super knowledgeable on Pokemon. I did some, used to do some, let's do both Tiny Woods things. Yeah. But, oh man, I lost that thought already. Oh yeah, I used to do, back in the good old X and Y's and Alpha Sapphire, the Oris days, I used to play Alpha Sapphire and do do miniature tournaments with my friend Doug in PE. Me and Doug would play. Good old Doug. He's a college boy now. I mean, I am too, but I took a break this semester. And, but me and Doug would play Pokemon basically all the time. And, I remember we both had very similar teams. And one time, I, like, built the same team he built on purpose. That way I would get, just to see. I had we struggled to get one, like, we'd had, like, 5 Pokemon that were kind of set. And I wanted to use a Marowak, but it just didn't work with the team I had. I had a Gengar, a Gardevoir, Charizard. He had a Raichu, but I had a Magnezone. And that Magnezone was the boy. And a lot of our matches, I'd record any matches I lost. I probably still have the recordings of them. If I boot up my old Alpha Sapphire, if I can find it. And, but that, like, we would just spend that entire block playing. And, whenever we'd play, it'd be really close. Some matches. No, I don't want to leave. No. Oh my god, stop clicking so quick. No. Yes. And, so we'd have really close matches, and it was really 50-50 whoever won the close matches. Most of the time it'd come down to our 2 Charizards, because we both have a Charizard. I had a shiny one. And, and he had a normal one. And I can't remember which. I think I had that Charizard X. I had my Charizard and my Gengar and my Carnivore could uh could Mega Evolve all three of them, and I had a good Blossom, but Blossom just kind of sucked against his. He had a Roserade, and Blossom sucked against it, and so I swapped out and got something different. And then so I got swapped for a Vileplume, and it just didn't work out. And that was my Pokemon. I just kept trading, looking for a grass type, because that's what just worked best. And I don't remember his team too well. He ended up solidifying his team by the end of it, and I never did. But whenever we'd either have like really close matches or like really but some matches would just be wipeouts, and he never like wiped out my team like immediately like I would do. And that's not a brag on me. It's just that Magnezone. I got it in a Wonder Trade. I got a baby Magnemite like level 1, and I went to the thing, the what is it called, near Maulville, the powerhouse, not powerhouse. He was a powerhouse. Uh, like the abandoned powerhouse. That's what I'll call it. I don't remember what it's called. Um, so so and that's where I trained it against other Magnemites. And so I got some crazy I think it was special attack and special defense it got all the time. It was constantly special attack, special defense, like IVs. And I guess that's part of the reason why it was so good. And I think I think it was like, I can't remember what its nature was. I want to say like Brave or something. So it wasn't a crazy good nature, but he was just crazy strong. I think Brave doesn't do anything. It just keeps him null and void. And so he just became a tank on that team. Anytime he'd send out Charizard, I'd send out Magnezone. Anytime he'd send out Raichu, I'd swap out my Charizard, and he'd swap out his whenever I sent out Magnezone. We had double battles one time. Our first choices, he used his Raichu and his Charizard, and I used my Charizard and my Magnezone. And it was really a game of whoever could kill the Charizard first, whenever we did doubles. We didn't have a team built for doubles, really. We just kind of used what we had. And I do remember uh, once we started doing more doubles, because we were just trying out different stuff. Once we were doing doubles, I used early on. I used my Blossom. Son of a I used my Blossom and and my I called it Jenner, but it was Gardevoir because Caitlyn Jenner was a big talking point. And I thought it was funny because it's a male Gardevoir. Anyways, that's probably not that funny to anybody else. And so I had like a whole facade set up and double team. So basically, uh, I would use I would poison them with Toxic with Carnivore. I think I'd poison with Toxic. I had Future Sight, Facade, Toxic, and something else, some fairy type move. I think Moonblast on it. I do not remember how to use shift moves. And so by the end of it, I had my own strategy built up to where I'd just give him Toxic and the poison gets worse every turn and use Facade. With the Gardevoir, I'd usually Mega Evolver him as a boy. The Gardevoir was a freaking champ. Um, I love the Facade build where it's just poison them or burn them or whatever and use Facade. And I had the same thing on Gengar, so I had it built to where, and that's why I wanted to do Grass type too, was because of I wanted it to fit my Facade build. I didn't have it on anything else, but I just kind of wanted it to work that way basically. Fuck. No one's gonna answer my distress call. Well, we sucked. I really need to do some leveling up. I should have done that before I started this episode. But I'm not a professional, so I don't have the future sight that I had on my Gardevoir. What it transitioned back into my story. Huh. Oh, well. Yeah, I might as well keep going. I can't tell if it's going fast or not. I need to check my settings on the controller and see what does what. Because something makes it go real fast. Like, not besides like the B button that doesn't in this game. There's something that does the turbo speed or whatever for emulation. But, so I just love that sort of Facade thing, status effects and all that. I'm like, I don't like Sun and Moon a whole lot, and I got both of them, which was a huge mistake. And, oof, my back's killing me. Getting old. I'm not even 20 yet. But anyways. And, but in Sun and Moon, I had to play it. Well, originally, I had to play it once to beat Moon. And then I got Sun as well, so I could capture them all, which I never ended up doing, because I just got so tired of playing the games. And my Moon lost its save data. And so I tried to get my siblings to play it, and they just wouldn't. So I decided in Sun that I would. In Moon, I went and beat Moon again, because I did enjoy Moon, because I liked the Pokemon in that one, because freaking edgelords, you gotta love them. And, I think I sipped my lemonade. So, in Sun and Moon, and Sun, I ended up doing a Monotype team, but with all poison types, and beat the game with all poison types. And let me tell you, that was the easiest and the hardest thing, because since they had like all that type coverage, and poisons don't get their X moves for very long. And I did a Nuzlocke with it too. And so I had a Tentacruel that did work. Tentacruel did some work on those ground and rock type, but ground type people finally put him out, and I was so sad to see him go. I'm trying to think of what I called him. They had called him something like hentai personified, or not that, but like just why the fuck do I keep dying? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, this is gonna be the last try. If I die, then I die, and this is gonna be pointless, and nothing's gonna have getting done. So now that we have some rules and some and some oh man, what's it called? Some risks and rewards. I'm not sure. I just can't like talk and think. I can think for a long time and come up with a good argument for something, but I just cannot do it at the same time. I don't know why. My brain just does not work twice at once. I can talk just nonsense all day long and not think about it. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Listen, these errands, he's going to die. Okay, if he dies this quick, then we're just going to, why do I keep dying to this thing? Do I not have a water type move? Oh, thank God. But I just can't talk and keep talking. And part of it is because I try to think too much about what I'm about to say. You know what? Rage. Oh, don't you do it. Ah! No, I don't want to. We're doing this one more time. I swear, it's the last time. But if I'd stop thinking so much about what I'm about to say, I would, I would, I would get much more said. It wouldn't be as eloquent or anything like that. But it's one of those things in which I basically write a short story for myself to say before I say anything. So usually there'll be long spans of silence. And I'm sure I'd suck at being interviewed because there's just these long spans of silence where I'm just like, okay, I want to say this like this and this like this, and I'm thinking about how I want to put enunciation on things, just to best make it sound good and well thought out. And it is well thought out, I think, but it's to the point to where it feels like I have a speech prepared about this whole situation, and it's like, I just, people are just asking what I want to eat. Well, you know, I really like Wendy's, and I'm not entirely sure why I like Wendy's. I think it has something to do with the fact that I really admire the Game Grumps, and Aaron Hansen is one of my idols, sort of. I don't really like actors or celebrities or anything like that because I don't consider myself to like idols or any of that sort of nonsense because I just feel like they're normal people. But Aaron Hansen, he really likes Wendy's, and I just kind of admire the guy, and I kind of want to be like him. And then it's like, so Wendy's? No, nah. I'm feeling like Taco Bell today. And it's just these long spans that don't really answer the question. It's just nonsense. And I feel terrible for doing it. Because it makes no sense whatsoever. I'm going to eat those gummies. That's what I'm going to do. They're probably gone. They are. All of my gummies are gone. I've lost everything in life. That nothing is worth. Sucker. What? I don't remember how warp orbs work. Don't I have to throw them at people? Oh my god. No, you know what? I want to do some rescue things. We're not going to do those. We're just going to go to the thing, do some bulletin board jobs. We'll get some levels. We'll get to level 10. We'll cruise back in there, and we'll kill them all. They'll all die. That's just how easy it is. I don't know how I'm dying. I wish I knew what button it was to press. Bulletin board. You know what? That's what we're doing. We're doing these. I don't care about the award. But I'm just not ready. I'm like level 8. I was having trouble going through Thunderwave Cave. Thunderwave Cave. Thunderwave Cave. Thunderwave Cave. Oh my god. Wait, can I do this here? Cherry berry. Do you guys have a cherry berry? Well, I have no money, so it doesn't matter. See ya, sucker. You have a bank? Well, there's nothing I can do. Guess you're not getting your cherry berry unless I find it in the middle of this cave. Get wrecked, nerd. So, that all aside, I just feel like I need to work on actually speaking and thinking at the same time. Just multitasking in general would be a good thing for me to practice on. See what I mean? I just go on these long... I was thinking of what I was saying. I'm like, am I even talking right now? I thought I was talking, and I was not. I don't know how I get in my head so much that way. It's... I don't know if it's like a mental thing. Like, if I could just get out of my own head, it'd be fine. But, man, these guys are complete pushovers compared to the other guys. Like, these other guys are doing like 10 damage a turn. These guys are running away. Like, what a bunch of freaking wimps. Oh, I'm about to die. It was just on like 40, but I guess it's Bluetooth and running an emulator and all that mess. I mean, running the totally legally downloaded game from the App Store. That's right, this is on the App Store. It definitely is. And oh my god, I'm going to kill a person. I'm done. Killed him. All good. Don't have a Pecha Berry. Don't have to wait for this poison to run out. That or die. If I die from poison, I will be furious. There's an item down here. Why didn't I grab this? It's money. Why didn't I grab the money? Guess who's gonna die? Hey, poison gone. Awesome. Now I have money again. Oh, I just gotta lure them around, start thinking about what I'm doing. It's like interactive Fire Emblem, but instead of clipping your people and doing cool stuff, you're just walking around. Get wrecked, nerd. Look at you. Run away. What a wimp. Come on. You two. Let's corral you all back. Ah, you're running that way. You freaking wimps. Well, they're probably all gone now. If I could figure out how to time these runs. Absorb them. What are you? Dumb? Probably. If you die, this will be a sad day. Oh, thank God you actually attacked. Oh! You know what? Moves. Switch. There. There's no reason to be using Leer right now. They're either going to die or they're not going to die. And that's just the way it is. Yeah, I'm sure you will. You will now that I've... Yeet. Yeet. Okay. I swear I'm not Swagger Souls, if you can't tell from my very southern voice. I was listening to that video that I posted, the first episode of this, and I didn't realize how southern I sound. It's kind of just depressing. I tried my best not to sound too enunciated in that sort of way, and people say I do sound real southern, and I just don't. It didn't register to me that they weren't kidding around. I thought it was a joke, and it was not. And I don't know how to fix that. Like, I know you can do stuff to, like, fix your accent and all that other mess, but I just can't get my mind around that sort of thing. Why did you just step on it? Pick it up. Now you can step on it and get going. And kill everybody. Yeah, like that. Thanks, bud. Let's see, we dead end or another room? Another room it is. Awesome. So anyways, I just can't stand my voice. Not in the sense that it's unattractive, but just, it's just, I wish my accent wasn't so thick. Like, THI double C thick. Like, not even double C, it's like a Q. Because the way I say it, thick, honestly, it just sounds like two freaking K's. Like, nothing super bad, but it's just, I just don't like thick accents. I like a light accent. And, oh my god, I spent like 5 minutes choosing no. There's too many menus in a game with menus. I'm sure I'd really hate dating sims, but it's just, my accent is just so thick, and I've just never noticed. Because here you don't notice unless you just cannot plain understand someone. And I've noticed with myself whenever I'm talking to somebody, I kind of just mimic their accent. And I think that's just a natural human thing to do. You just mimic what people do. But I used to date this girl, and she's Mexican. And we're still really good friends. Or I consider us pretty good friends. And I don't know what that means of my personality. But, and whenever we talk, I speak Spanish a decent bit. And, so whenever we talk, she'd have like that Spanish, like, sort of Hispanic ghetto. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like not quite purely Hispanic. And it's, oh my god. And, but she just had that, it wasn't really thick, but it was just like noticeable. And, I hate you and all of your kind. Um, I'll finish the rest of this forest if I can't find a cherry berry. And if I can't, then I guess we'll just go wherever it is, floor 6. If there's so many electric types in here, this is a terrible decision to go grinding on. Oh my god. Moves, scratch, use. Eventually I'll remember how to do that. How to do it the quick way. But I've pressed like every button and it's just not working. And, so, but whenever we talk, like, I just kind of, like, even when we're talking in Spanish, I just kind of mimic her accent for whatever reason. And by the way, the best advice I can give anyone trying to learn a new language and trying to get the accents, if you struggle with it, because here in the South, we struggle with anything that's not stupid, that sound like you're dumb. And it's not that everyone here is. It's just, that's just the way we sound. We just sound like pretty stupid. And so it's just a huge mess. Cherry berry? No, it's an apple. And so, oh my god. No, it's pecha berry. No. Eat. But so whenever I talk to her, like, my voice just kind of naturally goes to that place of mimicking a Hispanic accent. And what I was saying earlier about learning a new language, the best way to get those accents is to just get that is just to do that racist accent. Like, it's a terrible thing to do, but I took French, and I could not do the accent for the longest time. There it is! And, I don't know if it was one of those quests where you have to... Okay, cool. And, but... one of those quests where you have to get it, or one of those quests where you have to give it to them in the middle of the cave. I hate the ones where you have to give it to them in the middle of the cave, because 9 times out of 10 I do not have that item, and they expect me... The only time I've ever completed that, like, the only time I ever complete it is if I find it in there, because it's never in the shop when I need it to be, and there's no way you can have every item in existence. I'm sure you can, and someone will prove me wrong, but that's not the point. But, so, doing accents, the best advice I can give from experience is just to do a racist accent, because it works. And my foreign language teacher, she was my French and Spanish teacher, and she was like a mother to me, honestly. That's a whole different story. But she just said, I had another friend that was really, I think I've talked about this before, I swear I have, I feel like I have, maybe on that deleted episode, or the episode that's been gone. And, but like she just said, me and him had one of the best accents she's ever heard for, like first and second year students that haven't ever been anywhere outside of good old Mississippi. All the darn tootin', all the weird mesh, and you just start devolving into you just kind of just devolve. But anyways, God, we're rich. 100 Pokey. I don't know how he wrote that message. And, but I got the cherry berry, where was she? So I'll finish the thought. There's a train. Parked somewhere else now. Hooray. Not in a church parking lot this time. I think no, that was yesterday. I got real sick yesterday, by the way, and that was great. I'm still feeling sick, but I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday, and I gotta talk business stuff with people soon, so that's gonna be fun. But, all that tax return nonsense and all that. But, so, just do the racist accent, because it worked for me and my friend. He was making fun of people. I just decided it was the best way to get it out, and it worked. If you don't know the accent, like what a racist accent of it sounds like, for Spanish, just throw up, yo ese, como está? Just throw out some, like that was bad. I'm tired. Hey, ese, you got any plans tomorrow? My name's Trey, I got a basketball. Oh my god, I hate old vines at this point. But I'll continue that thought next time. But, because I could talk about